Hi everyone, my name's Mary. On my channel, I talk about affordable fragrances from Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret mostly, but other houses too. And in fact, today I'm talking about Dossier, and this is not a sponsored video, if I even need to say that. So I recently ordered, let's see, five of the newer Dossier scents. I recently said in a video that I kind of used to order a lot of stuff from Dossier and then I stopped. And I'm gonna kind of get into that too. And I did end up joining their like D plus subscription thing, and I'll get into that too. But mostly I'm just gonna talk about these scents. So the one which kind of like got me kind of like, oh, I kind of want to look at what they've got again was, I think on Facebook or something, I saw an ad for Powdery Vanilla, which is, I think, pretty new. And it's their inspired Phlur vanilla skin. And I've been kind of thinking about getting vanilla skin. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just get the Dossier. So I have three of their inspired collection and two of their originals. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, and I also got a sample because when you're in the D plus thing, if that's what, I don't even know if that's what you call it, because it's like a little D with like a plus sign. So I guess it was called D plus. That doesn't sound I'm a teacher. D plus doesn't sound very good, for a name, for like a little perk program. Anyways, so yeah, I'll go over the sample too. So I'm actually pretty excited about these. They sounded pretty good from the description. So I'll be right back, and make sure to like and subscribe and just hang on tight. So I was pretty into Dossier for a while, like 2 years ago, I want to say. Around the time actually I first got into Bath and Body Works. And then I feel like maybe the fact that I started getting into Bath and Body Works kind of like overtook Dossier, because I was like, well, Bath and Body Works is even cheaper than like a $30 Dossier perfume, and in some cases smells just as good, if not better. So I kind of stopped buying from Dossier for a while. And then I would occasionally go back and look, and they kind of changed the structure of their like savings brackets. So a couple years ago when I first started ordering from them, like no matter what, if you were ordering off their website, you would get a tiered discount based on how many bottles you ordered. So it would be like 10% off, 15% off, 20% off if you ordered like 3 bottles, 4 bottles, 5 bottles, and that was every order. And I'm not sure when, but then once they started this like D plus program, I don't know exactly. I feel like when they first started that program, they still had like the universal like tiered discount, and the D plus program had like other perks. But at some point it switched to that only the people enrolled in that program would get those tiered discounts. And that was a huge turnoff to me, honestly, because I don't know, I just didn't really want to have to enroll in a program in order to get a discount that they were previously offering for all of their orders. So that kind of annoyed me, and it kind of turned me off the company for a while. And I don't know, I just, sometimes I'd go back and look at stuff and put in my cart, and then I'd see that I like have to join the program to get the discount, and I just would just exit out of the cart and never go back. So yeah, basically that program just kind of made me kind of have a bad taste in my mouth about Dossier for a little bit. All right, so why did I decide to join the D plus program? I was seeing scents on there that I really wanted to try, and I did want the discount. And then I just looked into the details of the program, and I think it's kind of expensive per month. It's like 39 something, so it's definitely more expensive than Sniff Bird. So I did a Sniff Bird video the other day. Which, I mean, there's different levels, but I just do like the $17 a month one. But you do get like, basically it's like a voucher for a fragrance. So you do have to pay the monthly fee, but then you can use it towards fragrance, or you can kind of store up and then make a purchase of several. Um, and then you do get the tiered discounts, and you get like samples and stuff too. So I just decided to go and give it a try. And I guess if they run out of fragrances I'm interested in, then I'll probably unenroll in the program. So that's that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the scents. So here's the powdery vanilla is what they're calling their version of Phlur vanilla skin. So they always come with these like cards. So let's look at the notes. So the notes are top, pink pepper, apple, pink pepper, apple. Those are two separate notes. Middle notes, lily of the valley, brown sugar, and white woods. And base notes, vanilla, sandalwood, musks, and benzoin. And this is just a first impression. I haven't smelled these. This is kind of like an unboxing. So let's see how it smells. So I don't know if I'm going to like compare it to the original, just because that might take too long. We'll see. Okay, that's pretty nice. It's like soft. Like it's not like hitting me in the face with anything off-putting or anything right away. So I think from my memory, it smells quite a lot like vanilla skin, which apparently the Ariana Grande new one, the Love Notes, also smells like vanilla skin. So yeah, it's just like a little bit powdery. So I see why they do call it powdery vanilla. And it's a soft vanilla. It's kind of nice and like, I've said this before. It's not bakery, it's not vanilla extract, and this one isn't even particularly woodsy, although I do like a woodsy vanilla. But it's got a little bit of woodsiness, maybe a little bit of smokiness in it, and I get the caramel and like a little bit of fruitiness. So this is good. I like this. So this might be a good buy, because maybe I saved myself from getting a more expensive like Phlur. I mean, I could have gotten the mist of the Phlur for probably about the same price, but the perfume obviously is more expensive, and the Ariana Grande is more expensive too. I haven't smelled that one yet, although apparently it's in stores now. Ulta also has their like, I don't know, 29 days of beauty thing going on right now, and Lauren May made a good video if you're interested, where she went through all the fragrance like specials they're having, because it's a bunch of stuff, you know, it's makeup and all that stuff, and I really don't care too much about makeup, but she said for each day what the fragrance is. Not every day has a fragrance, but yeah, so look for her video, Lauren May, Mae, if you want to see that. Okay, so this next one is Gourmand vanilla. By the way, that tangent, in that tangent, I was trying to say that I haven't gone to like Sephora or Ulta anytime recently to like smell stuff, but maybe I will since they have that sale going on. All right, okay, this is Gourmand vanilla, and I've never smelled this perfume. It's vanilla sex. Am I allowed to say that word on YouTube? I don't know. I hope I'm allowed to say that word. So yeah, I've never smelled this. I've actually kind of heard some bad things about this. So we'll see how I like the Dossier version. Like I've heard bad things about the Tom Ford version. So the top notes are almond, ginger, milky accord. Middle notes, coconut, ylang. It just says lang, but I guess ylang. Jasmine, orange flower. Base notes, vanilla, sandalwood, caramel, and tonka bean. So it sounds like it's going to be like spicy and floral, a spicy and floral vanilla. Let's see. Yeah, this is a little bit more of that vanilla extract vanilla. And then it almost smells a little bit like their ambery cherry with like the spiciness, which almost reminds me of like a cherry Coke or something like that. So it's kind of like a fuzzy spiciness. It's not sharp. Yeah, it's just like a pleasant kind of spiciness to it. And then the vanilla and just kind of some warm undertones. That smells good too. So far, 2 for 2. I'm liking both of these. I was kind of just on a vanilla, I don't know, rampage, if you want to call it that. So most of these are vanilla scents. So let me finish up with the impressions, and then I'll get into the originals. Is this floral lavender? Is this Libre? Libre? Yes. So I guess I kind of wanted to get this now that I kind of like Free as a Flower to have another scent in that scent family. All right, top notes: mandarin, neroli, black currant, so some fruity top notes. Middle notes: jasmine, lavender, orange blossom. Floral mid. Base notes: vanilla, amber, musk. I'm curious if Dossier is like improved, because these have been really good so far. I wonder if they've improved the quality of their fragrances. I almost wonder if I got like one of the ones I already have again, if it would be different. And I think I might go back and make a video about the other ones I already have. Let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, floral lavender. Yeah, it smells like fairy tale. I'm like, it smells just like fairy tale. I have fairy tale right here. So it smells just like that. It smells like that and free as a flower. So yeah, it smells spot on like fairy tale. It's reminding me more of fairy tale than free as a flower. Because this one has a lot of fruity top notes. And fairy tale is kind of fruity. It has like the pomegranate, and this has like the black currant in it. Okay, that's another winner. I like it. I think it'll layer well with the Bath and Body Works. So then I have Call Me Vanilla. So this is an original. I'm trying to think. I think I had one of their other originals, and I think it was the it was like hazelnut lavender or something like that. I think I ended up selling that one. It was like a little much. And they tend to be kind of unisex. All right, so let's see how this one is. So it's Call Me Vanilla. It has a little blurb here. Quench your desire for the most intoxicating vanilla fragrance in one spritz. Call Me Vanilla satisfies the senses with an amuse-bouche of edible top notes before evolving into a luscious bouquet at the heart and a devourable vanilla forward base. Expect a sweet, refreshing scent at first sniff, with gourmand and crisp fruit notes of almond and peach, supported by licks of pink pepper, lime, and rum. So yeah, this one has lime in it, which is kind of interesting. So top notes are almond, peach, pink pepper, lime, and rum. Jasmine, orange, flower, iris, and tuberose. And base notes: vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, musks, and white woods. So that's a lot going on there. I feel like they could do something with this font. I don't know. This font isn't doing it for me. The regular bottles for the impressions look a little bit nicer in my opinion. It's definitely a little more unisex. So I feel like this is almost like a more of a sweeter men's fragrance. So yeah, I am getting the lime. Yeah, it's pretty refreshing opening, like many men's colognes are, with just kind of like a nice warm base. The florals are coming through a little bit. I think I can smell the tuberose. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to wear that one on my skin to see how it is there. Um, so I'm definitely not a huge fan of it like I was of all the impressions so far, but I'll give it a try. Okay, 2 more. I get really uncomfortable sitting on my floor. I just have to turn off the camera to scooch around a little bit. I'm getting old, my hips hurt all the time. Let's see. All right, this is Yellow Daze. This is like a banana one, I think. Yellow Daze. Sorry, I like put that for just a second. They have like a colors collection. I'm not sure what the other one came from. The what was it? Call Me Vanilla. I don't know what the collection was for that one. I'll put it up, I guess. But yeah, they have this colors collection. There's a couple other ones in here that were interesting. There's like a white one, which is like a coconut. So, but this one was the most interesting to me. Okay, I'll skip the little blurb thingy. That's Call Me Vanilla. All right, Yellow Daze. Top notes, yeah, banana, ginger, grapefruit, rum. Middle notes, ylang, jasmine, milky notes, white woods. Base notes, vanilla, santal, patchouli, and incense. Wow. It's banana orange. Oh my gosh. I don't know about that one. It's like banana with incense. Yeah, it's a really weird combination. Banana and then almost like a patchouli. It doesn't say patchouli, but I'm getting like a patchouli-ish base. And once again, it's kind of unisex. I'm almost getting like a licorice note or something. Yeah, not sure. I think that one of the other things with D plus, the program is I think you can return with that program and maybe you can't return with other ones. So this one might be going back. Yeah, of all the ones so far, that's my least favorite, which I'm a little disappointed about. But I'll try all of these on my skin before I make a final call. All right. So yeah, the impressions so far are impressing me more than the originals. Okay, so the sample I got is Fruits of Love. And it did not put the notes on the sample. So I'll put them. And it's a nice size sample. It's not like a tiny, tiny one. It's kind of a good size one. It's not quite as big as a sniff sample, like a sniff. I mean, obviously those are like $25, but like the sniff travel size ones are like a good size. But this is almost getting there. And like I said, I don't have the notes here, but like when I got the sample, it didn't just let me choose anything. It gave me like 5 to choose from. And then I was kind of looking at the notes and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I was getting a full bottle of this because it sounded good from the notes. But I was just like, I already had everything in my cart, so I didn't. But we'll see. Maybe if I like this one, I'll get a full bottle of it. So Fruits of Love. Okay, that's okay. It's reminding me a little bit of like Good Girl or something like that. So like I said, I don't have the notes, but I'm getting kind of like a bright fruitiness, maybe a citrusiness. Yeah, kind of citrusy at the top, but like a little bitterness too, like maybe a little, like a rindiness or something, like a rind of a citrus fruit or like bergamot. And there's some florals in there, kind of like jasmine, white florals kind of thing. So yeah, it's kind of like a fruity, it's almost reminding me of like My Way or something like that. Like a fruity, sweet floral. Maybe like tuberose too or something like that. And I think there's like some vanilla in the base. So once again, I'll have to wear this one, but of the originals, I probably like this one the best. Um, this maybe I like I said, I'll have to put them on my skin. But this and the Call Me Vanilla were pretty good. But yeah, that Yellow Daze, I don't know about that one. Comment below if you have any experience with Yellow Daze or any opinions about that one, because that just seems like very off-putting to me. I'll have to go back and look at the comments on the the web page for that. All right, so those are my Dossier purchases for this round. Like I said, I might go back and just do a video about the ones that I've like had for a while and my thoughts on those. And then obviously if I do any more orders, I'll do additional videos, and I might also go back and do like more thorough comparisons between these and other scents like them I have. So just for fun, I'm going to go and spray Gourmand vanilla on myself. Okay, I kind of like that. It does remind me a lot of Lost Cherry, like the Dossier. I don't have Lost Cherry, but I have the Dossier version. It's reminding me of like a vanilla version of that versus a cherry version of that. So that's kind of nice. All right, so thanks for watching. Comment below with any thoughts on Dossier, their D+ program, your favorite scent from them, anything like that. And once again, like and subscribe, and have a great one.